The 5 use cases we'll explore for the Transreality Storyboarding Framework include the European Space Agency Couture in Orbit project, Dubai Architecture Conference, Wicket Astronaut Training, the 500th anniversary of Leonardo da Vinci's death and his exhibition on perpetual motion machines, and look at how the framework is actually used in practice by the Hobbs 3D Academy for Architecture, Engineering and Construction in London. The first use case that led to the development of the Transreality Storyboarding Framework was a for-reality approach for the European Space Agency Couture in Orbit project, which looked at fashions that could be designed for use in space. This presentation looked at how people experimented with 3D scanning of the European Space Agency collection and its future potential it could bring in terms of consumer interaction, instant feedback, speed to market, and a lower carbon footprint industry. It included realities such as augmented reality, 3D modeling, as well as physical actual models that were 3D printed, and lastly, everyday reality, including real actual fashions and garments. The next use case looked at 6 reality approach for the Dubai Design Week conference. Idris Rasool, course leader for Design Environment Architectures at course at Ravensbourne, had discussions to see how the for-reality approach could be expanded to include a person's imagination, as well as capturing their ideas into physical reality through illustration or captured mediums such as photography, video, or 3D scanning. Advancing the 6th reality approach, the Wicket Astronaut Training project looked at 2 additional realities that could be used for astronaut training. This included virtual reality as well as holographic or mixed reality. In addition to these realities, interactions were found to be important, whether they were passive, whether they were interactive, or whether they were responsive or shared over the internet through cloud-based repositories. By the time the Wicket project had been completed, its lessons began to be applied in a new project being asked of Ravensbourne to produce holographic experiences and virtual reality experiences, as well as augmented reality experiences and a 3D printed exhibition of Leonardo da Vinci's perpetual motion machine designs. And this led to an exhibition at the Peltz Gallery in London, at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, as well as at the Galileo Museum in Florence. This covered not just the 8 realities that had already been worked with, but it began to look at other kinds of interaction as well, haptic interaction, physical touch, as well as looking at how content could be shared across the internet through application packages for mobile phones and how they could be distributed through augmented reality targets. In 2020, the London Mayor's project, the Hobbs 3D Academy for Architecture, Engineering and Construction, was launched to help people learn in the industry multidisciplinary skills that would show how they could develop 3D print skills, 3D modeling skills, model making, including laser cut models for architecture, as well as augmented reality and virtual reality skills. All these were put together using the Transreality Storyboarding Framework in projects that would help them understand how all these different disciplines could be used together as a way for bridging bottlenecks in architectural design. To summarize, the Transreality Storyboarding Framework consists of 3 components: the 8 realities design methodology, the pairs interactions framework, and contextology. The 8 realities design methodology looks at how experiences can be created across 8 different realities, including everyday reality, imaginary reality, drawn or captured reality, computer or electronic aided reality, 3D printed reality, augmented reality, virtual reality, as well as extended and holographic reality. Pairs is an interaction spectrum for UI and UX and consists of interactions that are either passive, active, interactive, responsive, or shared. In addition to these components, contextology looks at how sensory channels are utilized in realities. When all these 3 components are brought together, they can be used to create templates or workflows for people creating experiences across realities. These workflows can highlight exactly what kind of interactions are needed. They can also indicate what kind of response is likely to result from the story that's actually being told. Overall, the Transreality Storyboarding Framework allows for an immersive experience to be created from cradle to grave in a way that optimizes the workflow process and ensures a story that is told that is engaging, as well as an experience that people will really respond to.